Welcome to 10 Spot Highlights, where we uncover the most fascinating top 10 lists, from ancient mysteries to groundbreaking future evolutions. Dive into the captivating stories of the past, explore unsolved enigmas, and see how history shapes our tomorrow. Don't miss out. Hit like, subscribe, and explore the rest of our videos for a journey through time and mystery. Your next adventure starts here. Welcome to Top 10 Highlights. Today, we're diving into the top 10 forbidden places you'll never be allowed to visit. These locations are shrouded in mystery, danger, and intrigue. And you'll want to stick around because the last one will absolutely blow your mind. Before we jump in, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, hit that like button, and leave us a comment about which place fascinates you the most. Let's get started. 1. Snake Island, Ilha da Queimada Grande. Just 33 kilometers off the coast of São Paulo, Brazil, lies Ilha da Queimada Grande, or, as it's famously known, Snake Island. From a distance, it might look like a serene tropical paradise with lush greenery and a captivating shoreline. However, this island is far from paradise. It's a deadly haven for one of the world's most venomous snakes, the golden lancehead viper, Bothrops insularis. The island is so infested with snakes that estimates suggest there's one snake for every square meter of land. With such an overwhelming population of venomous serpents, it's no wonder the Brazilian government has declared it off-limits to the public. Access is restricted to a handful of researchers and military personnel who visit occasionally for scientific or maintenance purposes. But how did Snake Island come to be so dangerous? Around 11,000 years ago, rising sea levels separated the island from the mainland. The snakes, isolated from predators, thrived, and their venom evolved to be extraordinarily potent. Since they primarily prey on migratory birds that stop on the island to rest, their venom needed to act quickly and lethally. A bite from a golden lancehead can cause rapid tissue necrosis, hemorrhaging, and even organ failure, leading to certain death without immediate medical intervention. Beyond the biological risks, Snake Island is steeped in local legends that amplify its ominous reputation. One tale recounts how the last lighthouse keeper and his family attempted to live there, but were allegedly killed by snakes slithering into their home through windows. This tragic story only solidified the island's forbidding image. Even seasoned scientists visiting the island must tread carefully. Every step must be calculated, and protective gear is essential to avoid accidental encounters. Despite its dangers, Snake Island holds significant ecological importance. The golden lancehead viper is a critically endangered species, with its entire population confined to this isolated piece of land. Researchers study them to better understand their unique adaptations in venom, which shows potential in medical research for treating heart disease and other conditions. Snake Island is a reminder of how nature can be both beautiful and utterly terrifying. Its existence challenges our perception of Earth's most remote corners, places where humans are not welcome, and survival belongs to creatures adapted to their hostile environments. If you could safely visit Snake Island for a day, would you take the risk to see it up close? Or would you rather keep your distance and let the snakes rule their territory? Let us know in the comments below. 2. North Sentinel Island. Nestled in the Bay of Bengal, North Sentinel Island is one of the most enigmatic places on Earth. This remote island, part of India's Andaman and Nicobar Islands, is home to the Sentinelese people, an indigenous tribe that has fiercely resisted contact with the outside world for centuries. Their way of life remains largely unchanged since the Stone Age, and their hostility toward outsiders has earned the island a reputation as one of the most forbidden places on the planet. The Indian government has enforced a strict exclusion zone of 5 kilometers around North Sentinel Island to protect both the tribe and outsiders. Any attempt to land there is illegal. The Sentinelese are known to attack intruders with bows, arrows, and spears. This hostility isn't unwarranted. It stems from a long history of exploitation and disease brought by outsiders, which decimated their population. One of the most infamous encounters occurred in 2006, when two fishermen accidentally drifted too close to the island. The Sentinelese killed them, and efforts to retrieve their bodies were abandoned after it became clear that any approach would lead to more violence. In 2018, the island made global headlines again when an American missionary, John Allen Chow, attempted to make contact with the tribe. Despite warnings, he approached the island and was killed shortly after. What makes the Sentinelese so unique is their isolation. They are one of the last uncontacted tribes in the world, and their seclusion has preserved a way of life that predates modern civilization. Little is known about their culture, language, or daily practices, as attempts to study them have been limited. Scientists and anthropologists have occasionally tried to make peaceful contact, offering gifts like coconuts and tools, but these attempts have rarely been met with warmth. From an ecological perspective, North Sentinel Island is also a treasure trove of biodiversity. The surrounding coral reefs teem with marine life, and the island itself is covered in dense forests. However, the Sentinelese's presence has kept this environment largely untouched by human activity, making it one of the most pristine ecosystems in the region. Despite the allure of unraveling its mysteries, North Sentinel Island remains a stark reminder of the importance of respecting indigenous rights and cultural preservation. The Sentinelese have made their wishes clear. They want nothing to do with the outside world. If you had the opportunity to learn about the Sentinelese without disturbing their way of life, what would you be most curious to know? Their language? Their traditions? Share your thoughts below. 3. Area 51, tucked away in the Nevada desert, about 135 kilometers north of Las Vegas, lies one of the most infamous and secretive locations in the world. Area 51. Officially known as Groom Lake or Homey Airport, this highly classified U.S. Air Force facility has become a symbol of government secrecy, sparking countless conspiracy theories about aliens, UFOs, and advanced technology. Established during the Cold War in the 1950s, Area 51's original purpose was to serve as a testing site for experimental aircraft. The U-2 spy plane, designed to conduct surveillance during the Cold War, was among the first projects developed here. Over the decades, other groundbreaking aircraft like the SR-71 Blackbird and the F-117 Nighthawk were also tested in this isolated desert facility. The location was chosen for its remoteness, allowing tests to remain hidden from prying eyes. But what really catapulted Area 51 into global fame were the UFO sightings. In 1947, the Roswell incident stoked public interest in extraterrestrial life, and by the 1980s, whistleblower claims of alien spacecraft being studied at Area 51 made headlines. Bob Lazar, a former physicist, claimed to have worked on reverse engineering alien technology at a nearby site, adding fuel to the speculation. Despite skepticism about his story, it solidified the facility's place in pop culture as a hub for extraterrestrial research. The U.S. government maintained silence about Area 51 for decades, only acknowledging its existence in 2013 when declassified CIA documents revealed its role in aviation development. However, this transparency did little to quell the mystery surrounding it. Theories persist about underground bunkers, alien autopsies, and futuristic technology hidden within its heavily guarded perimeter. Security around Area 51 is notoriously strict. Signs warn trespassers that lethal force is authorized, and a no-fly zone surrounds the area. In 2019, a social media event called Storm Area 51 jokingly proposed storming the base to see them aliens. While the event drew worldwide attention, only a few hundred people actually showed up and no one breached the security. Today, Area 51 continues to function as a military facility, though its activities remain classified. It's believed that cutting-edge drone technology and other advanced aerospace projects are currently being developed there. Its secrecy fuels intrigue, making it a magnet for conspiracy theorists, UFO enthusiasts, and those fascinated by the unknown. Whether you believe Area 51 hides alien secrets or is simply a high-tech military base, there's no denying its allure. Its status as a forbidden location only adds to the mystique, ensuring that it remains a symbol of unanswered questions and the limits of human curiosity. If the U.S. government offered you a one-day tour of Area 51 with complete access, what's the first thing you'd want to investigate? Let us know in the comments. 4. Surtsey Island. In the icy waters of the North Atlantic Ocean lies Surtsey Island, one of the youngest and most pristine places on Earth. Born from a volcanic eruption off the southern coast of Iceland in 1963, this island emerged from the sea amidst explosive columns of ash and steam. Today, it stands as a natural laboratory for scientists studying ecological succession, untouched by human interference. At just 1.4 square kilometers, Surtsey is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of the few places on Earth where human presence is strictly limited to protect its natural development. Only a small group of scientists has permission to visit, ensuring the island's ecosystem remains undisturbed. Even accidental contamination is taken seriously. Visitors must scrub their boots and equipment thoroughly before setting foot on its shores. The island's creation was an extraordinary event. The eruption, which began in November 1963, lasted for almost 4 years, spewing lava and ash until it solidified into land. Initially, it was thought that the island would erode away due to the relentless waves, but the hardened basalt proved more durable than expected. By 1967, Surtsey was officially recognized as a new landmass, named after Surtur, a fire giant from Norse mythology. What makes Surtsey fascinating is its role as a blank canvas for nature. With no human settlements or interference, scientists have observed how life colonizes barren land from scratch. The first signs of life appeared just months after the eruption ended, with mosses and lichens clinging to the rocky surface. Soon after, seabirds arrived, bringing nutrients through their droppings, which acted as fertilizer for plants. Today, over 60 plant species thrive on Surtsey, along with diverse bird populations, insects, and marine life. Surtsey offers invaluable insights into how ecosystems evolve over time. For example, researchers have studied the interaction between seabirds and plants, observing how the birds' nesting habits contribute to soil formation. The island is also a natural experiment in resilience, showing how life adapts to harsh environments. Despite its scientific importance, Surtsey remains vulnerable. The island is gradually shrinking due to erosion, losing about 1 meter of land annually. Scientists estimate that within a few centuries, Surtsey may disappear entirely, reclaimed by the ocean. This impermanence only adds to its mystique, reminding us of nature's dynamic processes. Surtsey's isolation and untouched state make it one of the most restricted places on Earth. Its value lies not just in what it teaches us about ecosystems, but also in the humility it inspires. It's a place where human curiosity is balanced with respect for the natural world, a rare and delicate compromise. If you could witness the creation of a new island like Surtsey, what part of its evolution would you be most excited to observe? Let us know in the comments. The Vatican Secret Archives. Hidden within the heart of Vatican City, the Vatican Secret Archives, or Archivum Secretum Vaticanum, hold an air of mystery that has captivated historians, conspiracy theorists, and curious minds alike. These vast, heavily guarded vaults are said to contain centuries of confidential documents, personal correspondences of popes, state papers, and records, detailing some of the Catholic Church's most pivotal and controversial moments in history. Spanning over 85 kilometers of shelves and housing documents dating back to the 8th century, the archives are a treasure trove of historical knowledge. Despite their name, the archives are not secret in the modern sense of the word. Rather, the term secretum translates to private or reserved, meaning these documents belong exclusively to the Pope. Access is highly restricted, and only accredited researchers with a specific and approved topic of study may be granted entry. Even then, the process is arduous, with strict rules governing what they can view, copy, and publish. The secrecy surrounding the archives has fueled countless theories. Some believe they contain evidence of extraterrestrial life, hidden gospels that contradict the Bible, or records of dark periods in church history. While many of these theories are unfounded, the confirmed contents of the archives are still remarkable. Among the known treasures are letters from Michelangelo, documents relating to the trial of Galileo, and correspondence between the Vatican and Adolf Hitler. One of the most intriguing documents stored here is a letter from Mary, Queen of Scots, written in 1586 while she was imprisoned by Elizabeth I of England. In this heartfelt plea, Mary asks Pope Sixtus V to save her from execution. The archives also hold records of the 16th century trial of the Knights Templar, shedding light on their mysterious dissolution. The archives are also closely tied to the Catholic Church's governance. Records of papal conclaves, decisions regarding canon law, and details about the excommunication of significant historical figures are carefully preserved within these walls. The sheer scope of what is stored has led to a perception that the Vatican holds secrets capable of altering our understanding of history. Access to the Vatican secret archives is strictly limited to protect the documents from damage and misuse. The archives are managed by a dedicated team of archivists, and only the Pope has the authority to grant broader access. In 2020, Pope Francis made headlines by ordering the release of documents from the papacy of Pius XII, a move aimed at addressing controversies surrounding the Church's role during World War II. The mystique of the Vatican's secret archives lies not just in what is known, but in the countless documents still hidden from public view. They serve as a powerful reminder of the Church's vast influence over centuries, a guardian of history, and a source of endless speculation. If you had unrestricted access to the Vatican secret archives for one day, which historical mystery would you hope to solve? Share your thoughts in the comments below. 6. Poveglia Island, located in the Venetian lagoon in Italy. Poveglia Island is a place shrouded in dark history and sinister legends. Often referred to as the world's most haunted island, it has been abandoned for decades and remains strictly off-limits to the public. Despite its beautiful surroundings, Poveglia has earned a reputation as a forbidden place of horror and despair. Poveglia's tragic story begins in the Roman era when it was used as a quarantine site for victims of plagues. This grim role continued during the Black Death in the 14th century when the island became a dumping ground for thousands of infected corpses. It's estimated that over 100,000 people died there, their bodies buried in mass graves or burned on giant pyres. Even today, the island's soil is said to consist of 50% human ash. Centuries later, Poveglia's reputation grew darker. In the 1920s, a psychiatric hospital was built on the island. Patients reportedly endured inhumane treatments, including experimental procedures like lobotomies. According to legend, the hospital's lead doctor was driven mad by the spirits of the island and threw himself from the hospital's bell tower, which still stands as an eerie reminder of the island's past. The hospital eventually closed, and Poveglia was abandoned. Over the years, visitors have reported spine-chilling experiences, disembodied voices, shadowy figures, and unexplained screams echoing through the crumbling buildings. These tales have made it a magnet for paranormal investigators, but even they find it difficult to obtain permission to visit. The Italian government strictly prohibits entry to the island due to safety concerns, as the buildings are in a state of disrepair and the ground itself may be unstable. Despite its grim history, there have been several attempts to develop the island. In recent years, Poveglia was offered for lease to private investors, but none of these efforts have been successful. The island remains in a state of eerie abandonment, its haunting aura deterring even the most adventurous souls. From a historical perspective, Poveglia is a stark reminder of humanity's darker moments. Its layers of tragedy, combined with its isolation, make it one of the most fascinating and terrifying forbidden places on Earth. Whether you believe in the paranormal or not, Poveglia stands as a testament to the horrors of plague, mental health mistreatment, and the enduring power of ghost stories. If you could spend one night on Poveglia Island, what would you do? Explore its haunted ruins, try to communicate with spirits, or run as fast as you can back to the mainland? Let us know in the comments. 7. Lascaux Caves. Nestled in the Vézère Valley of southwestern France, the Lascaux Caves are one of the most extraordinary archaeological treasures in the world. These caves, discovered in 1940 by 4 teenage boys, contain some of the most well-preserved and detailed prehistoric art ever found, dating back approximately 17,000 years to the Upper Paleolithic period. The vibrant paintings, believed to have been created by early Homo sapiens, offer a glimpse into the lives, beliefs, and artistic achievements of our distant ancestors. The Lascaux Caves are adorned with over 600 paintings and nearly 1,500 engravings, primarily depicting animals such as horses, bison, stags, and bulls. One of the most famous sections, the Great Hall of the Bulls, features a series of massive depictions, with some figures reaching up to 5 meters in length. The precision, color, and composition of these artworks demonstrate an astonishing level of skill and understanding of animal anatomy. The creators used natural pigments like iron oxide and charcoal, applying them with brushes made from animal hair or even by blowing pigment through hollow bones. Despite their significance, the Lascaux Caves are strictly off-limits to the public. This restriction was implemented in 1963 after it became clear that the presence of visitors was causing irreversible damage. Carbon dioxide from human breath, changes in temperature, and even light exposure contributed to the growth of algae, fungi, and bacteria, threatening to destroy the fragile paintings. Today, access is limited to a small group of scientists and conservators who work tirelessly to preserve the caves. A replica, Lascaux II, was opened nearby in 1983 to allow visitors to experience the wonder of the caves without harming the originals. This painstakingly accurate reproduction mimics the layout, paintings, and even the acoustics of the original site. More recently, virtual reality tours and digital replicas have provided new ways for people to explore these ancient masterpieces. The true purpose of the Lascaux paintings remains a subject of debate among archaeologists and anthropologists. Some theories suggest they were part of shamanistic rituals or hunting ceremonies, while others propose they served as a form of storytelling or early religious expression. Regardless of their function, the paintings are a testament to the creativity and intellect of early humans, bridging the gap between the prehistoric past and the present. While the Lascaux Caves may be off-limits, their legacy continues to inspire awe and wonder. They remind us of the deep connection between art and humanity and the enduring importance of preserving our shared history. If you could explore the Lascaux Caves without causing any damage, what would you be most interested in learning? How the art was created, the tools they used, or the stories behind the paintings? Share your thoughts in the comments. 8. Ni Hao Island. Nestled just off the coast of Kauai in Hawaii, Ni Hao Island, often called the Forbidden Island, is one of the most mysterious and isolated places on Earth. Spanning roughly 70 square miles, this privately owned island has been under the stewardship of the Robinson family since it was purchased from King Kamehameha V in 1864. Its history, culture, and pristine natural environment make it a fascinating yet inaccessible destination. The uniqueness of Ni Hao lies in its commitment to preserving traditional Hawaiian culture and lifestyle. Approximately 170 residents, primarily of native Hawaiian descent, live on the island. They follow a way of life largely untouched by modern technology. There's no electricity, no running water, and no paved roads. The inhabitants rely on solar power, rainwater collection, and traditional fishing and farming methods for their daily needs. The Hawaiian language is the primary mode of communication, making Nihau one of the last strongholds of this endangered tongue. Access to Nihau is strictly controlled. Outsiders, including tourists, are rarely permitted to set foot on the island. The Robinson family enforces this restriction to protect the residents' privacy, cultural heritage, and the island's fragile ecosystem. Occasional helicopter tours allow visitors to view the island from above, offering a glimpse of its lush landscapes, stunning beaches, and unique wildlife. However, these tours do not include landing on Nihau. The island also has a reputation as a critical conservation area. It is home to several endangered species, including the Hawaiian monk seal and the nene, Hawaiian goose. The lack of human development has created a sanctuary for these creatures, making Nihau a vital refuge for Hawaiian biodiversity. Nihau's seclusion has also contributed to its mystique. The island was thrust into the spotlight during World War II when a Japanese pilot crash-landed there after the attack on Pearl Harbor. Known as the Nihau Incident, this event is a chilling reminder of the island's strategic yet remote position in the Pacific. Despite its Forbidden Island moniker, Nihau is a living reminder of Hawaii's past, preserved in a way that few other places on Earth can claim. Its rich cultural heritage, pristine environment, and intriguing history make it a symbol of resilience and tradition in an ever-changing world. If you could spend a day on Nihau, would you focus on learning about its traditional culture, exploring its untouched nature, or observing its unique wildlife? Let us know your choice in the comments. 9. Mezhgori, Russia. Hidden deep in the Ural Mountains, Mezhgori is a closed town shrouded in secrecy. Established during the Soviet era, this small settlement remains off-limits to outsiders and is believed to house one of Russia's most closely guarded facilities. Officially, the town's purpose is classified, leading to widespread speculation and intrigue. Mezhgoria is thought to be associated with Mount Yamantau, a massive and mysterious mountain nearby. Satellite images and eyewitness reports suggest extensive construction within the mountain, including vast underground bunkers, tunnels, and storage facilities. While the Russian government has claimed that Mount Yamantau is used for civilian purposes like mining, food storage, or even a nuclear shelter, many believe it serves as a top-secret military base or a doomsday bunker for Russia's leadership. The town itself is heavily guarded, with military personnel stationed to prevent unauthorized access. All transportation in and out of Mezhgoria is strictly monitored, and residents are reportedly sworn to secrecy about the nature of their work. This veil of mystery has fueled numerous conspiracy theories, ranging from secret weapons development to housing a repository for Russia's most valuable cultural artifacts. Adding to its enigma, Mezhgoria operates as a self-sustaining community, complete with housing, schools, and hospitals for its residents. However, little is known about daily life within the town, as its inhabitants are prohibited from sharing information with the outside world. Despite its ominous reputation, Mezhgoria underscores the legacy of Cold War secrecy that still lingers in modern times. The town's true purpose remains speculative, but its very existence is a reminder of the lengths nations go to safeguard their most critical assets. If given the chance to unveil the secrets of Mezhgori, what would you hope to find? Evidence of advanced technology, historical artifacts, or the truth about its purpose? Share your thoughts in the comments. 10. Heard Island and McDonald Islands located in the remote Southern Ocean. Heard Island and McDonald Islands are among the most isolated places on Earth. These uninhabited Australian territories lie over 4,000 kilometers southwest of mainland Australia, making them extremely difficult to access. Known for their dramatic landscapes and unique ecosystems, these volcanic islands are a natural wonder that remains untouched by human presence. Heard Island is dominated by Big Ben, an active volcano that towers over the island with its snow-covered peak. It is one of the few active volcanoes in Australian territory, with regular eruptions that continually reshape the island's topography. The McDonald Islands, a smaller group nearby, also feature volcanic activity, making this region geologically dynamic and fascinating. The islands are part of a strict conservation zone and are listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Their isolation has allowed for the development of unique flora and fauna, including species found nowhere else on Earth. Penguins, seals, and seabirds thrive in the harsh conditions, and the surrounding waters teem with marine life. The island's pristine environment makes them a vital research site for scientists studying climate change, volcanology, and biodiversity. Access to Heard Island and McDonald Islands is extremely restricted, requiring special permits from the Australian government. Even then, the journey is treacherous, involving weeks of sea travel through some of the world's roughest waters. This inaccessibility has helped preserve the island's untouched wilderness, but has also made them a tantalizing destination for adventurers and researchers alike. The island's extreme weather, with freezing temperatures and constant winds, adds to their mystique. Stories of explorers braving the elements to document their beauty highlight the resilience required to visit such a remote location. Despite their challenges, these islands are a testament to the raw power of nature and the delicate balance of life in one of the planet's harshest environments. If you could visit Heard Island and McDonald Islands, would you explore the volcanic landscape, study the unique wildlife, or photograph the untouched beauty? Let us know in the comments. And that concludes our journey through the top 10 forbidden places you'll never be allowed to visit. These locations are steeped in mystery, danger, and history, reminding us of the secrets our world still holds. Which of these places fascinated you the most? If you enjoyed exploring these hidden corners of the world, make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming adventures. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments, whether it's about Area 51, Snake Island, or any other place on the list. Until next time, stay curious and keep wondering about the extraordinary mysteries that lie just out of reach. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching 10 Spot Highlights, where the past, present, and future collide in our top 10 lists. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to join us on more fascinating adventures through time and mystery. Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and stay tuned. There's so much more to uncover in our next video. See you soon.